BusinessJournalDaily.com 3 Minutes With is brought to you by...
I want to retire knowing we did it right. We want
to know that it's been worth something.
It's worth everything.
Be intentional about your worth. Farmers National Bank Wealth Management.
The NFL brings a concern, which is health and safety, particularly concussions. We have a helmet that we have, through our own influences, without additive manufacturing. We've improved the helmet over the last 5 years and shown that we can decrease to some extent concussions. But we aren't where we want to be. America Makes, with additive manufacturing, brings an entirely new approach to health and safety. And so our engineers are very good at looking at injury data and injury videos and helping to say what we could do with rule changes and some equipment. But these engineers that we have now need a different kind of engineer that does additive manufacturing that will give us helmets, shoulder pads, shoes with different structurally engineered equipment that brings safety to the players in the NFL, to collegiate players, to high school players.
What's the advantage of using additive manufacturing itself rather than, just whether it's pouring that plastic into a cast or subtractive manufacturing?
So you can make structures you can't make with molds, right? You can do lattice structures, and then the lattice structures can be, spatially varying from one side to the other, where there's thicker struts and lattice features on one side, making it stiffer, and then just gracefully transition that to much smaller strut and lattice features to make something much, softer. And so that's something you just can't do with a mold. You can't get a lattice structure with a mold to start off with. But then to be able just across 3D space, change the feature sizes and tailor them to provide a mechanical, performance behavior that will help protect the player, it's just not possible with traditional manufacturing.
So we are going to have great minds from all over the world and the United States coming to Youngstown, which is just so exciting. The NFL, an American icon, will be here in Youngstown. So there's been a lot going on over the last 10 years in additive manufacturing in Youngstown, but to get the general public to understand, now we have the NFL coming to Youngstown, it gets people really listening that there is a lot going on in Youngstown. So we're going to be kicking off the symposium November, and it's just to get everyone together to kind of get them to understand the problems in the helmets and what additive manufacturing can do, along with other advanced technologies to make the helmets better. So it's kind of a kickoff to get everyone together, start brainstorming, and then there will be other events happening throughout the next couple years.
We would have had this helmet challenge whether America Makes is here or not, but it would be a completely different symposium. America Makes, with bringing in additive manufacturing, introduces a whole new approach and concept to how we're going to approach helmets in the future.
BusinessJournalDaily.com 3 Minutes With is brought to you by...
I want to retire knowing we did it right. We want
to know that it's been worth something.
It's worth everything.
Be intentional about your worth. Farmers National Bank Wealth Management.